Good weekend, guys. I know you are too busy with exams. I will show some question with solution, chapter 7 and chapter 8. We already saw some questions, maybe, but I want to show to make better practice questions. Okay. Sorry, I tried to wake up and I am drinking some coffee. Okay, maybe we can start with 12. You can check 11 and 13. It's quite similar questions. Okay, look at 12. Sorry, 11. It's quite similar. Maybe 1 second. Firstly, I can show just the way you can solve, and if you have some questions, you can ask me. For 12, what is the C dot A minus B? Okay, you can open this one. Just spread this one, distribute C as math. Okay, C dot A minus C dot B. And then you need to solve this one. Okay, maybe I can write quickly, but this is your issue. Is it? Oh, it is not. Is A. Okay, what's the C? Is it C? 2Z minus 2K multiply. What's the A? Dot 3I plus Z minus K. Okay, I don't have space. I will continue to write here. Minus C again. 2Z blah blah. And what is the B? B is okay. It is long part. I will write with small letter. Okay. Okay. So just you need to make it. Second, I need to change the color. Okay. Just you need to split this one here to here to that part, and then you need to distribute 3K as a math. Okay, but don't forget, this is important one. Same unit vector will give 1, but if I have different unit vector and multiply with scalar product, you will have 0. So, for example, if you're starting from here, 2J multiplied 3I will be 0 because they have different units. Okay, if they have different units, you will have 0 with scalar product. I think you can continue with this one. Okay, let's continue. They are quite similar to each other. I don't want to repeat again. I don't want to replicate myself. So you can check. This is your part, okay? Return 11. Okay, look at the 11. It gives force and it moves with that displacement. Find the work done by force. Okay, I have to find work. Just I will write its formula F dot D. Okay, there isn't any angle information. If there is some angle information, I need to write like that: cos phi D, FD cos D. But now there isn't any angle, but I have F and D information. Just I will multiply as I did on question 12. Write F, oops, sorry, come here. Okay, what's the F? V equal, just I am writing. It's I. Oops, This is F. Dot, what's the D? D is 3I multiply Z. Okay, right. Just be careful for this one. Again, you need to disturb as a math. I will multiply with this one, and you will multiply this one and this one. Okay. To remind you again, it is quite easy part. If you have same unit vector, you will have 1. Or you can produce other one. J multiply J will be 1, K multiply K with scalar product will be 1. But if you have okay, different unit vector, you will have 0. You can produce the others. J multiply K will be 0. J multiply I multiply K will be 0. Okay, I know this information, and then we can continue the others. Okay, just I will continue here. Maybe I can write the top, sorry, below to take more space. Oops. Okay. W equals 6I multiply 6I multiply 3I, sorry. 6 multiply 3. Just I am writing here. Okay. The outside of scalar part. Okay. And then plus 6I multiply Z. Okay, I will continue with minus 2Z. Minus 2Z multiply 3I. Maybe I need to write like that. Minus 2Z and multiply 3Z. Where is it? Yes, Z and I. Okay, and continue to just I am writing scalar part outside of unit vector. Okay, this is unit vector, this is unit vector part, this is scalar part. Okay, minus 2, and there is 1 here inside of sorry, outside of Z. Multiply 1 and Z multiply Z. Okay, let's continue. Look at now. It will give 1. It will give 0. It will give 0. It will give 1. Same unit, you can see, give 1. Same unit, give 1. Different unit gives 0. Okay. Now we can continue our calculation. Okay, this part is 18 plus 0 plus minus 0 minus 2 multiply 1 will be 2. And the result will be 6. Okay. You will do the same thing to here. We already solved some questions on our, okay, give me a second. Yeah, on our last lecture. Sometimes they can ask the angle. You need to find the angle. How can you find angle between them? For example, there isn't a question here, but I want to ask. Find the angle between F and D. How can you find? Please don't forget this one. F D equal F D. These are just magnitudes. Some of them are not in the lecture, so you can check the here. Put the right with computer screen. Okay. And cos theta. I know this formula. Can I find angle between them? Of course, you can use cos theta. Cos theta will be FD. Be careful for this one. And FD. Some of them suppose they are same and you will take one. No, they are not same. This is scalar product. Don't forget this one. It's quite important. This is scalar product. We already make this one. Okay, we take it. But this part is just magnitude. You need to find magnitude, you need to find its magnitude, and then you need to multiply here. Okay, maybe we can do it quickly. We already find FD because please come back here. Work is equal to FD part. I will write here work equal FD part, and I know this part. We already find 16. Of course, don't forget its unit. This is joule. Okay. Sorry. Anyway, continue. You already find this one. You need to find, I know this part. You need to find FD, F and D separately. Be careful. Okay, please remember vector part. How can you find its magnitude? Okay, for example, maybe I can show the quick part. Say I have a vector and it has like that part. To find its magnitude, don't forget it. Okay, a square plus b square plus c square. You can find its magnitude using just scalar part. Okay, and you take their square and sum. Finally, you take square of root. I will do same thing. Do I have some space? Yes, I have space. I will find f part. What was f? If you know of this part, please move the other questions. I need to find f information. What's the f? Okay, f have 6 and 2. Okay, so you need to take 6 square plus 2 square. It will be plus the same thing. I don't remember. Maybe I already solved this question. I don't know. It will be 40. Okay. And if I come here, D has 3 scalar. There are 2 scalar, 3 and 1. I take that part. D equal 3 square plus 1. Just I take scalar part, not unit vector. Okay. It will be 9 plus 1. And result will be 10. Okay. Just you need to put this part. Oops. Okay. I already find all information. I know cos theta. Cos theta will be FB and F and D. I know 16, 40, 10. But be careful, you need to find angle. Angle will be arc cos Arcos 16, 40, and 10 square. Okay, maybe it's too small. Oops, 40 and 10. Please look at this part. This is math part. Just use your calculator. Okay, I don't want to spend too much time with others. You will do the same thing for the question 12 and 13. Please make practice with them to understand how can you calculate scalar product. Okay, you can see they can ask between F and they can ask angle between F and D. Say this is F and this is D. I don't know. Just I am drawing. I don't know their direction. Say this is angle. You can find this angle between F and D. Okay, come the other question. Okay, there is 40 kilogram. There's 40 kilogram box. Please, I want to read it. Sorry, I will try to open questions. Okay, there's box at rest, pushed along the row, horizontal floor. Okay. I think I already solved this question. So I don't want to lose. Anyway, if I already solved this question, please move the other question. But I want to, I may need to show again if I don't. Anyway, I think I will move. If please checked the questions I already solved. Sorry, I already sent an email about chapter 7 and chapter 8 with solution questions. If you have questions, we can do it. It is easy part, is easy question. I want to solve the maybe difficult part. Okay, what's the fourth question? Just assume. The advert machine. You have advert machine. And one of them is 0.2. The other kilogram, the other mass is 0.3 kilogram. We need some space, not here, not from here. Okay. Now, okay, it says support mass of 0.3 kilogram, 0.3 kilogram, blah, blah, blah. Please know this is advert machine. Okay, the masses are held at rest beside each other than released. Their velocity is 0 because it says held at rest each other. Okay, the masses are held at rest beside each other. It means they are at the same position. Okay, neglect the friction. What's the speed of each mass this instant it has moved 0.4 meter. Just assume. Okay. And I am here. There's a platform and there's H, say H, okay. And it says what is the speed of each mass the instant it has moved 0.4. This is Edward machine. So they connect, they attach each other. So their movement and velocity must be same. So if this part is move, I need to show with different color. Okay. If this part is move 0.4 meter, of course, this one must go up with 0.4. I'm sorry. This part must be move up 0.4. And their velocity will be same. Maybe I need to draw this one to left. This is initial part. And I will draw final part. Okay, it moves like 0.4 and say there is just difference 0.4. And it moves to up by 0.4 meter. What do you think? How can I solve this question? How can I find its velocity? It is easy. You can find work or energy conservation. So maybe I think it is easy to solve with energy conservation. How can I solve it? Look at this part. I know if there isn't any friction, total energy, mechanical energy will be same. Of course, total energy is conserved, including friction environment. Say maybe total initial energy equal total final energy. Okay, maybe we can write here. First, I can start with initial part. Look at this one. Okay, what is the total energy? I have to include kinetic energy and potential energy. Do I have any kinetic energy here? Say this part is kinetic energy plus potential energy. Is there any kinetic energy at first part? No, because it says the mass are held at rest. So it must be 0. Okay, but I have potential energy. What was it? At first part, their height is same. So 1 second, it will be. I can start with 0.3 kilogram. I will use mg. Maybe I need to write formula first. Okay. mg m1 gh plus m2 gh because their height is same, so just unit it's same, you can write like that, m1 plus m2 gh. I know all of them plus O2 multiply 10, I don't know h part. Okay, doesn't matter. Of course, we can find something using final version. Okay, this is my initial part. Initial energy. It will be 0.5, and if you multiply with 10, 5h. If you come final part, normally this part is H, but this mass come by 0.4 meter. What was it? What's that H? Of course, it will be H over H minus 0.4. Okay, because total is H. What this one? I know. Oh, that's here. Sorry, maybe I don't want to write wrong things. Give me a second. I have to write this one. Sorry. Say this is H. It comes from here. This is H. Okay. Now I will do same thing, but I don't want to. I don't want you. I don't want lead you to wrong way. It will be H minus 0.4. See, that part is H. Total one is H. Just this object moves by 0.4 meter. So I can write that part. What was it? Okay, this part, just this part 0.4 because it moves up by 0.4. I know this part is already is H. So what is their height? I will write here. I am talking. Say this is M1, this is M2. What? Just I am writing its height. M1 height is H minus 0.4. Say H1 final. Okay. For M2 will be H plus 0.4. This is H2F. Okay, everything is okay. M1, M1, M2. Now, I think we can use same thing. I know there is velocity here. Say this is H, sorry, V. Of course, the other part will move with V because they attach each other. Their velocity must be same. So final part, I can write now. Final part, total final. It is quite difficult right here. Sorry. I have kinetic energy parts, final, and I have potential parts. I can start with kinetic energy for +1 m1 v1 square. It's same, be careful. v1 equal v2, and you can call with v. Okay. Plus m2 v, oops, v square. Okay, maybe I need to write here. Is I will now I will write potential part. I know M1 G and I need to write H1 final plus M2 G H2 final part. How can I write that part? Now maybe I need to use here. Oops. Please wait. Okay. Okay, we can continue this part. I know this one. I think it is same. V and V is same. So just unit you can take outside of parentheses. M1 is 0.3 plus 0.2. I know you can solve quicker than me because I not right. And V square plus, I know M1 will be 0.3 multiply 10 multiply H1. What's the H1? Sorry. H minus 0.4 plus, and right here, 0.2 multiply 10. What was M2H plus 0.4. If you write everything here, it will be 0.5. Even I will write like that, sorry. Okay, just I will write its result. Is it 0.025? No. My brain, I think, doesn't work. I guess it will be. Give me a second. AV square plus. Okay, just please do it. This is math part. 3h minus 1.2 and 2h, and just I am multiply. I spread it 0.8. Of course, you can do it. This part, I don't want to spend time. A initial, a total initial, a total final. Please do this part. Maybe I can write 5h plus that part 0.025 v square. If I don't have brain with me, I am sleepy. Look at that part. Plus, sorry, minus 2. Just you need to make. Please just make equality. Just you need to use this part. Initial must be equal final part. What was initial? H5. Okay. Initial part is H5. Final part is 5h equal 5h multiply blah blah minus 2 and 0.025 v square. And finally, v square, or I can write directly the result. H will be what was it? 1 point. Please come here. 1.20 ms. Okay, this is my result. Okay, guys, we can move to other questions. I will check the others. I need to take a break. Sorry. I want to check this one. Please, not. Now I take some water and my brain works. This is 0.25. 0.25. It's quite early time. My brain doesn't work. Okay. Let's continue with the other question. I think I need to have some break. Anyway, let's continue. Fourth one. Give me a second. Give me a second. 5 minutes. Maybe 1 minute break. Maybe you can take some coffee. I need to wake up. Sorry. This part is the part. Again, energy conversation. It is quite similar to chapter 8. On chapter 8, we just apply energy conversation. So I just told about energy conversation at last lecture. You can use work, it is the same. And also you can use energy conversation. For 41, question 41, I need to write again here. Okay, there's a object with 2 kilogram is attached a spring of constant force constant. Is it horizontal platform at rest, fight, blah blah block, and it passes equilibrium horizontal, okay, surface. Say there is like this. I think I solved this question. My brain doesn't work, sorry. I already solved this question. It's lecture. I don't want to spend time. We can move. I have many class for physics 1. Sometimes I forget in which class which question are solved by me. Sorry for this confliction. Okay. How much work is required? Maybe we can look at the question 6. A square of mass 70 kilogram is pulled up a slope by driven cable. How much work? Okay, how can I solve this one? Just assume. Oops. There is object here. Okay. It's 70 kilogram. Say M. How much work is required for him to be pulled a distance of 600 meter up? A slope. Okay, there is a slope here. It means there is an incline platform. This is a 30 slope. 40-degree slope is there is an angle. And slope yokuş gibi bir şey düşünebilirsiniz. Assume frictionless, perfect, at constant speed. Okay. Be careful. It is saying a constant speed. How much work required to him pull up that part? What was work? Just, I want to remind you. Okay. Work was delta A key difference and delta A potential difference. If there is some friction, you need to add that one as well. It says this environment is frictionless, so it means you need to ignore last part. Okay, this is cancelled because there isn't any friction environment. Let's continue. Okay, I need to find kinetic energy difference and potential energy difference. But there is some trick on the question. Kinetic energy, if I write kinetic energy difference like that, a final kinetic energy, a initial kinetic energy. Okay, mv final square, 1 blah blah, just I am writing its formula. Square. But it's constant. It means final and initial equal. And it was 2m over s. Because it said it is constant. So your kinetic energy will be 0 because it is same with 2ms. It's same with 2ms. It's same. So your kinetic energy difference will be 0 because of constant speed of 2ms. But can I write potential energy difference? Of course, you can find it. Okay. How can I potential energy difference? I need to understand from question. It's pool of 60 meters. This part is just, I'll change my color. Just this part is 600 meters. 60 meters, sorry. But to calculate potential, I need to find the height, elevation. How can I find elevation? Using this one. I know angle. If I use angle, sin 30 will be h over 60. Is it? Okay. I don't know what's the sin 30. Is it 0.5? Yes, 0.5. So your h will be 30 meters. Okay. It is easy part. What's the difference? At first part, I don't have any height, but final part, I have some elevation. Final potential energy minus initial potential. I know first final one, mgh means 30. But for initial parts, I don't have any elevation, so you need to say this is 0. Just put all information. Is it, what was the mass? I want to check 70 and, oops, 70 and 10, 30 will be, what was it? What's joule, which joule? 100 blah blah joule. Even you can write with kilojoule. Kilojoule means you need to cancel 30. So you can write 21 kilojoule. Okay. This is my potential energy difference. So it means, come on. Anyway, I can continue from here. Where is it? Okay, I will continue from that part. You find work. Okay. Other question. A motor of what power is required to perform this task? It is a nice question. It is asking power. Power will be, you can write delta V over delta T. And is there any time information? No, there isn't time information. Which one can I use? It says maybe we can find t, because I know this part, a constant speed, and what's the displacement is 60. Can I find this part with, can I use the formula? Which formula should I use? For constant speed, the acceleration is 0, and I can say V equal delta x over delta t, and I know delta x is 60, and delta t, I don't know delta t. Oops, sorry. I need to use delta t. I need this information. Delta x over v, delta x 60, and v is 2, and finally I can find the time with 30 seconds. I know this part. I already find delta t. I know v. Just a unit right here, but please use joule because this is SI unit. Okay, over 30. You can cancel this one, so your power will be 700 watts. Okay. Please look at what is the power. How can I solve? How can I find the power? You know, please remember. Also, there is another formula, FB. You can use both way. Just you can use this one, you can calculate work and then find delta t, or if you find F and V, you can use that part, okay? Okay, now we can continue with other questions. How's your brain? Is it burning? Look at the other question. What's asking? I want to check the other questions. Okay. Oh, maybe both of them about spring. I will solve this question with the last question, because both of them talking about similar thing about spring. Okay. 67, what's talking about? Is there angle information here? No, maybe I can write sin 75 will be 0.7, 0.7. Come on. Okay, just I will help you for for small part, because you already know how can you find velocity and also position. You must look at chapter 3 or 4. How can you find velocity, position? You already know this one. But maybe first I can find force, and then if you find velocity, 1 second, where is it? Express two force in unit vector unation. Two constant force act 5 kilogram object moving in the xy plane as shown in blah blah blah. What's our picture here? And it gives some information. At time t equals 0, the object is at origin and has velocity. This one is my velocity. Express the two force in unit vector notation. Be careful, I have two vectors and it is asking to find as a one vector. Is it? I don't know. I will check. Okay. How can I find how can I come here? Okay, how can I find how can I express the two forces in unit vector notation? Look at the picture. For F1, there's angle here. It means you have to split its components. Okay, how can I split it? I know F1x from F1 multiply cos 35 degree. For that one, F1y will be F1 multiply cos 31. Okay. If you find this part, of course, you can express the force in unit vector notation. So you can write F1 xi plus fy shit. Okay, I will be quick. What's the fx here? Say this f1x f1y. What was it? Just you need to multiply with cost 35. F1 will be, what was the F1? Sorry, F1 is 25 Newton. 25 Newton and cos 35, 0.1 I plus 25 multiply, what's the sin 30 is 35, 0.47. Maybe I can it. 0.37, is it? Yes. So finally, your F1 will be, I will take some copy. 20.5i plus, plus 12.25 joule. Okay. You can do similar thing for F2. Just you need to split its component. Okay, like that. F2. This one is F2y. This part is F2x. How can I find this angle? Can you use this angle? Sure, you can use that angle. I think that one is much easier. If this angle is 150, this part must be 30. Even if I don't give some cos 30 or sin 30, just use your calculation. And F2 will be, of course, F2xi plus F2y shit. Please just look at that part. You can write easily. F2 multiply cos 30. I will write here F2y will be F2 multiply sin 30. Okay, just you need to write that part. And then finally, your result will be minus 36, blah, blah, plus 21 jet Newton. F1 and F2. You find F1 and F2. What's the other question? Find total force on the object. It is easy part. If you find F1 and F2, it is asking, okay. It is asking B part. I want to remove this question. Okay, it's asking total one. What is the total one? It is easy if you have some unit, vector force, just unit sum that part. F1 plus F2. Just unit the sum like that. F1, what's the F1? 20, I don't want to say plus. Okay, this is F1 plus, what was F2? Minus 20, so 36. This part is F1. Second part is F2. Just unit the sum, same. Sorry. Oops. You need to use unit the sum, same vector, same unit vector, unit sum that one. You can't sum I multiply sum. Sorry, you can't sum with I and J, different units. So your result, just please sum that part. Your result will be minus, so you take some copy, I plus 5 jet. This is your F sum. Okay. What's the other question? I want to check. Find the object acceleration. This is your part. Please look at. If you know sum, of course, you can use that part. F equal ma. You already know m. You already know sum, this part. Just you need to find here. And you can find acceleration. Just you need to divide, you need to take this one, divide by m. And finally, you can find acceleration. Okay, find object acceleration and considering the time t. I don't understand question. I try to understand. Acceleration. Okay. Object. This is acceleration. Find. I think there is some mistake. Find the object velocity at that time. Is it right? No. Yes. Ignore this part. It is asking the other part. Yes, I will use this information, not here. Just you need to find acceleration. You can find acceleration easily. And how can I find velocity? It's easy part. I know. See. Okay, it's asking velocity. I know this part. Delta V equal AT. I already know A. You need to include this T. Just you need to type with T. And you can use 3 seconds now. How can I open this part? V final minus V initial. What is my initial part? Probably it says it's starting with at rest. Velocity. It's already velocity. Yes. Nice. I know initial parts, so can I write final as a V initial plus AT. I already know A from here, and I know this part from question, just you need to add T. V final will be, what's the initial part? I will include it. Initial will be that one plus 2z plus what's the A will be, I will take from here and just I will write quickly. Minus 3 5 z. Don't forget of really difficult to write here. Just you can find this like just you need to write here. A will be that part. And please write A and multiply with T. If it's asking T equal 3, just you need to write T equal T on the equation. Oof. Okay. I don't want to talk about too much. It is asking what is the kinetic energy. Of course, you can find kinetic energy using easy part Vs. We already V final. We already find that part. You need to write A and just you need to multiply with it. We solved similar question at lecture. I don't want to write too much, just VF multiply VF. Okay, square. And then you can calculate its kinetic energy, because it is asking what is the kinetic energy with that part. Okay. And what's the other question? I think you can do this part easy with I handle hard part. Please continue with the last part. Find 1 or MV initial plus FD. Okay. Ooh. Can you find F? We already find F. And what was the, if you find position, you can just apply the, you can just make scalar product with D. Of course, how can you find D? If I know velocity, it exhausts me. Just you need to use this formula. 1 second, how can I find it? I know that part. How can I find D? Oops, sorry. Find D. I am exhausted as well. We know that formula delta x mean displacement will be we will not ask like this question. Not I don't mean, yes, we can ask question. It will not be that long. No worries. But you can see all step in one question. Okay, I know this formula. Plus, if there's some acceleration, yes, we have some acceleration, 1/2a t². Delta x will be that one. Just, initial parts, acceleration, you need to multiply with t. If they say t equal 3, you need to add that part. I know delta x equal d. Please find this formula. We already know we already know acceleration. You need to apply it here. Please be careful. You have to make scalar product. Okay, because there is that. I already know F. I already know D. Just you need to multiply with scalar product. Okay, guys. What is our time of? Time is really going fast. Okay. I will multiply later. Yes, I will multiply it, but I want to make break.